Are we live yet? What's up, people? How are you all doing today? Hope everyone is well. I am here, you are there, and this guy over here, wherever he is.
Sorry, guys.
Well,
I was just watching the election votes. I'm sorry.
Oh man, look at you watching
I'll be
election.
in seat next week.
So I said hi to everybody I could in the chat. Nobody knew yet, so for the upcoming people, hi new people. Oh, there's one. Off-road adventures. Hello. So yeah, guys, if we miss you in the chat saying hi, lots of mods in here. We don't do it on purpose. Also, please begin your questions or statements you want us to highlight, beginning with 3 question marks, and we can notice them quicker. You'll notice that that comment is pinned at the top of the chat. So with us tonight, for those of you that are new here today or tonight, this guy right here is going to be doing something next weekend. Why don't you tell us who you are and what you're doing next weekend?
You mean this coming up weekend or next weekend?
This coming weekend. I'm sorry.
Okay, guys. I am Mike Boyer with Mid-America Coins. Yeah, I said my last name this time. Anyway, guys, we are hosting a show in Carthage, Missouri. If any of you guys don't know where that's at, it's like the suburbs of Joplin, Missouri. Anyway, we are going to be hosting a 2-day show there with hosts. We got Silver Seeker, we got Coin Crew, we got, you got me, the biggest celebrity of them all. But anyway, guys, we'll all
Celebrity
be
in your
there.
own mind, man.
Well, last week I gave it to you guys. I have to take it back. Anyway, guys, we are hosting a big show. And then after that, my lovely wife and I are going to head home, take out Sunday morning to head to Baltimore. We're going to be at the show in Baltimore by way of Washington, D.C. We'll be going to the U.S. Mint in Washington, D.C., coming back to Baltimore, doing the show, and then coming home.
So, guys, if you like this Tuesday evening chat, give us a thumbs up, share it in your community, get more people coming. I mean, it's what makes the show good. Your questions, they really help out. They help energize the show. And, hey, who knows? You might have a great question. So look at that. There's Inkman there. There's Lisa Anderson. I just seen her. Where'd she go? She passed me up. Oh, the chat's moving. Oh, there she is.
That's all right. She's waving hi to JJ.
Big Rocky's here. A lot of people. Well, we all know there's something going on right now. The results are coming in. We're not going to talk about it. We're not going to say, I like Harris, I like Trump. We're not going there tonight. Whoever wins will win. That's exactly the extent.
And then I'll go take my seat at the White House.
Yeah, I hear you. But yeah, I am watching the polls. That's all I'll say. I have a vested interest in it, and we'll leave it at that. Hello, Amy Harrow. So what we're really talking about tonight, I mean, outside the show coming up this weekend, which is I'm going to be set up at, hopefully it's going to be good. I'm going to be there on Friday and Saturday. We're going to talk about silver. Is it still a good buy? I mean,
guys,
going
they
up.
kicked me out of my tables. I won't even be set up at my own show. Just letting you know.
Silver's been going up and down and up and down. Right now, it's down like 19 cents on the evening, 32.52 on Kitco. So, Mike, you're a bullion dealer, right?
Well, yes, I do bullion and
bullion dealer. We're both coin dealers. There's no doubt about that. But your take, do you think silver is still a good buy?
Well, I said it before and I'll say it again. I always think silver is a good buy. It's used in so many different things. Yes, we see the numbers going down a little bit right now, but we expected that.
Silver Spurs says, I have $200 to spend on silver. What should I invest in? Constitutional silver or bullion?
Well, I wish he would have put that dollar sign on the other side so I'd understand it better. I think he's writing it from a different country. But anyway, sorry, guys. Any which way, I would
Which one do
invest
you
it.
think you
Since you
should
only got
buy?
that little, I'd put it into silver.
Which kind of silver? Constitutional, pure silver rounds, or just some coins? I
You
mean, what do
know,
you think?
actually, I mean, if you understood collectible coins, it's a good investment right now because they all seem to be going up. But if you're not sure what you're buying, then put it into the Constitution.
Yeah, that level, I think Constitution would be a good start if you haven't already started stacking your spurs. Um, Constitution, maybe you might find a couple better dates in here because what happens as silver goes up, and Mike will tell you also that some of the semi collectible coins tend to go down to the silver, or the silver catches up to it rather. So therefore, it loses
Yeah,
its
it's more with the
availability.
silver catching up. But I knew where you was heading with it.
But if silver ever goes back down, the ones that are a little bit harder to date, they don't go back down. They stay there. Look at that. J Dog. Hey, Coin Crew, Mid America Coins. Thank you, J Dog
I got
member.
you,
Look at
buddy.
that. 12 months. Uh, was a 10-gram Geiger, $18. Good deal. Yo, man.
It is
I
now.
think it was. That's a name brand.
It
That's a name
definitely
brand.
is. You got him to yawn again.
Yeah, I think it's a fair shake. I mean, maybe I'm just a guy. I don't know, but I think it's a fair shake. Big job. I got 3 ounces a day. Keep on stacking. There you go. So I think silver is good for the long term. Short term people who bought it a week or two ago, they sit there and they're like, "Oh man, silver's down almost $2.5," and they're going to be like, "I'm losing money." You're not losing money unless you sell it. 1965, Mike. You had a silver quarter and a clad quarter. What could you buy with it?
You could just buy a quarter's worth of candy. With me, I could get a candy bar, a pop, and a bag of chips.
I was thinking more like the easiest comparison is a gallon of gas, because that was about what gas was in
That's what
$1965.
guys, when I started driving in the 70s, it still was a quarter. Not
Yeah,
that I'm
it
telling
stayed
my age
down for
or
a while.
anything. I started driving. I paid a quarter for a gallon of gas. Today, I can take that same silver quarter, go to the gas station, and get over a gallon of gas. But if I take that regular quarter, I can barely get the pump to come on.
No, you can't. You can't with a quarter. You can't even put it in at home to get to the gas station. That's the point. For the long term, silver is always a good buy. A lot of people say, "Oh, I don't want to buy silver.
By the
It's
way,
down
guys, I hope
$2
you guys went and done this today.
I did.
I'm still wearing my sticker today.
Vote for who you feel if you haven't already
Yes.
voted, vote
Vote
for who
for
you
who
feel.
you feel comfortable voting for.
Yes.
But definitely get out and vote if you haven't already. I know it's almost time for it to completely end,
We
but you
still got an
can't
hour, 20
can't
minutes
really
here.
complain if you didn't vote or be happy that your party won. Either way, you cannot do either or.
Yeah, you can't. What he's saying basically is don't complain if you don't vote, if you don't like who gets in.
The only way changes happens is everybody gets out and vote.
I don't like change. Change is hard.
So if you had a pocket full of silver change, you don't like
It
that?
it it hits you. It hits you hard. I don't consider silver change. I call it silver. But no, change, it's hard, man. But it hits you upside the head with a big old sock full of quarters.
Yeah, did you see all that 90% I had to buy at the show? Dealers were dumping to me.
Stevens Zwolowski. So Steven Z. There you go. I got to see Keith. It's been a while. Well, cool, Steven. A
Where did
lot
you
of times
see
I
him
don't
at,
always
Steven?
remember names with the usernames with your faces, and I do apologize, but
You can't
probably
recognize
know
that
you if I
guy?
see you again. What?
You can't recognize his picture was up there.
Oh, let me see it. Oh, that's a little bitty picture. Here,
You
wait a minute.
can't see that? We got to get him some glasses.
Hold on a minute. I'm getting up close to the picture. I'm gonna make the screen bigger and everything. I still can't see it.
I
Still
can see
can't
it.
see it. I'm blind. I'm blind.
I can see it with my glasses off. Look at there. I can still see
I'm
it.
sorry, Steven. I can't see your picture. Oh, here we got question marks. I'm gonna pop it up without even reading it. When do you suggest a stacker should incorporate a holdings company to reduce their tax burden on their precious metals? Well,
Hmm.
you're not going to have taxes if you don't sell it. The object is only sell it if you need it. It is your responsibility as a citizen to pay all your taxes on your profits. So do
On your
keep your
profit,
receipts.
not on your metals.
So if you don't keep a receipt, how much profit did you make on $100 worth of silver, Mike? If you don't keep a receipt,
I felt like I didn't make nothing.
that's right. But Uncle Sam says you made $100. So always keep receipts. That will help reduce tax burden. A lot of times, if you sell it in small increments, it's not enough to worry about claiming taxes. So if you plan on selling huge amounts, I would recommend having a living trust. I mean, a lot of people put things into living trust. I mean, again, I'm not a financial advisor, so I couldn't tell you how to do
But
it.
even
But
in a trust, if they'll still have to pay that capital gain tax.
yeah, you'll still have some type of
Your
tax.
dealer's going to fill out that 1080 form on you.
But the thing about a living trust is it helps you pass it down to your heirs without taxes, and then they just have to pay taxes when they sell it. That's where living trust. That's how come these billionaires that inherit money are billionaires instantly, because there was no inheritance tax on the money because they never really got it until they take it. So that is a little loophole that a good tax accountant or broker will tell you. Always worry about taxes. But whenever you feel it's big enough that you think you're going to have to start paying some big taxes, speak with an accountant. That's the best thing. I mean, that's really
Yeah,
my
but you
thought.
don't have to pay taxes until you sell it, and then if you got your receipts, you can see what capital gains you got.
Okay, Lisa said Bad Chop had a question. Bad Chop, I didn't see question marks in front of it. I could have missed it. Let me scroll up a little bit. Oh, here you go. Santana Coin and Jim, are you guys fans of the recent flowing hair metal?
Oh, I guess I am. I am going to Baltimore to pick up all my flowing hair gold ones.
Okay, his question is, are you a fan of it?
Yes,
I'm a fan
actually,
of the gold
actually,
one
I am
primarily.
the gold one, especially
Yeah,
because the
I
gold
like
one
it.
is
We kept one. I bought one. Mrs. Coin Crew bought one, and we sold the one I bought and kept hers.
the
Um,
gold ones are not a metal; they are actually a coin, and I'm really a big fan because they're honoring the flowing hair coin.
okay, I
So
think we can answer this question without getting political. Will the results of the selection today change spot price on silver? If so, how and what candidate? Okay, so I can do this. I can
I
answer. You
cannot
want me
answer on the candidate, but I can tell you it's going to go one way or the other. And if the right person winds up in there, you're going to see some good numbers tomorrow.
I think here's how I'm going to answer it without being political, without throwing any candidate under the bus. No matter who wins, silver's going to go up slightly, but one party will make it go up more than the other. That's my thoughts on it.
Okay.
Amy went through 10 rows a quarter, no silver, yet two drummer boys and a bunch of AWQs. American Women Quarters. I think that's what AWQ means.
That is
All
what
the
it is.
acronyms are tough on me. And thank you for pointing that out, Lisa. I appreciate it. Okay, here you go, Big Chop's. Okay, he redid it with the question. Thank you, Big Chop. We just answered that, my friend. Sorry about that. A lot of times, if I run behind in the chat, I'll skip further ahead to catch back up. So that's why the question marks they stop me. It's like a stopper. So I think talking about silver, I think it's always going to be a good buy. What do you think, bro? I mean, seriously.
Oh yeah.
I've bought silver, I've bought gold, and 9 out of 10 times that I've bought it, I haven't lost money because over time it always goes up. Silver, as a matter of fact, silver and gold have bought me my last car. They've gotten me out
Yes,
of
it
it.
has.
It's even helped me buy a house at one point because I wanted to pay cash. So I've sold a whole bunch of silver and gold and bought a house. Have you seen the image of the flowing hair gold yet, Mike?
Yes, I have.
All I've seen are the ones they show like on eBay and stuff. I would imagine they're the same, aren't they? Have
Guys,
you ever seen on eBay?
yes, they are. Guys, listen, I am doing a special video on Thursday next week in Baltimore. I usually don't do videos at the show, but we're going to be featuring the flowing hairs already graded. I can't do the opening because I'm not even going to see these as you're going from Washington right into NGC's hands and grading them for me right then and there.
Now I noticed, and I even read the mint. I didn't see a privy coming on the gold. Is that correct? Am I
I
missing
don't think
something?
there's going to be a privy, not that I know of. No, nobody's really talking about it,
Okay.
but who knows?
All right. What's the correct way to fill a Whitman coin collecting book? Are those meant to be used with junk silver or very low grade coins? Now, there's two different types of Whitmans. You got the pop books where you just pop it in and you can only see one side. And then you have those Whitman books that are similar to Dansko where they have a sliding plastic film or whatever you want to call it
Them
cover.
pop-in books, I would tell you use low-grade coins. Don't put some really nice coins in them.
And in the slide books, then you put nicer coins in them to where
Yes,
that
they're
way you
more
can see
protected.
both kinds of the coin. Some people use Dansko, some people use Whitman, and some people. I don't know if H.E. Harris has any deluxe books or not.
No, they
Do
do
they?
not. They just had the pop-in books.
Regress says, does it affect? Man, quit that. Oh man, that's wrong. Here,
And there's your answer.
how do I delete that comment? There's Mrs. Coin Crew. Here you go. Mrs. Coin Crew is also answering the question. The pop for the cheaper coins. So yeah, you definitely want to use it because with those, what you're doing is you're touching the coin a lot of times, putting it in. Even if you got gloves on, that friction from the fabric can put a micro scratch on a coin. You don't have to touch or push the coins as hard into. A lot of times they just kind of gently just kind of fall into the hole of the deluxe models.
Well, I usually use a pair of gloves to push them in, cotton gloves.
Yeah, but still you can put micro scratches on them. The U.S. debt clock has the silver ratio 967 to 1 ounce. Is that really being suppressed that much? Thanks in advance. So $967, the U.S. debt clock is the ratio, or I think something like that, to an ounce. Is it being depressed that much? Is it possibly worth that much money?
Well, I don't know if it's going to be worth that much money, but yeah, we got a lot of problems, guys.
Yeah, there's definitely, I think it is suppressed quite a bit, but I don't know about that much. I think it is suppressed somewhere in the neighborhood of probably $50 to $150. That's just my guess. Are you guys familiar with the Gold Standard Restoration Act introduced in the House 33023? If so, can you elaborate? Santana, Coin and Jim, I am not familiar with that. But yeah, we need something like that, no doubt about it. Are you familiar with that?
No.
Okay, you
Actually, I hate
touched
to
on a
say it, no,
topic
I
you
ain't,
know
but
nothing about, Santana.
now I am going to look into it.
Yeah, definitely worth looking into. Gold standard restoration. Go back to the way it was. Steven Z says, Santana, yes, it was mentioned today. We are going back to the golden age. You know, there's really going to have to be a lot of, man, I can hear that rain. There's really going to have to be a lot of work on the U.S. Mint's part to help the government get more gold. Because if we don't have enough gold and we go on a gold standard, that's going to make gold skyrocket.
Well, they're
I
going
know
to reach out to you and a few others. They're going to leave me alone and ask for gold from you guys.
Okay. I think we're gonna see some if we do go back, I think gold's gonna go up quite a bit. I don't think the US Mint is working hard enough to try to acquire more gold. Of course they do charge. What do they charge now? $800 over on an ounce coin?
Gabe,
You
did you read
figure
that?
they're gonna be around the 3,700 mark for the flowing hair and gold is sitting at 800 to 1,000. Is it fair to say an LCS will pay 90% gold spot value for silver or for gold junk jewelry? 90% of melt. Will a coin dealer pay that, brother?
There is dealers out there that will. You're looking at one of them right here that'll pay more than that, but
It
that's
depends.
depends on your LCS and where he's putting it to. Like
Yeah,
he
if
might be buying it and selling it to guys like me. I got a few shops that do that. Yeah, they're going to pay lower than me because they got to make money.
and you have to look at the fact: is he planning on buying it and just flipping it out, or is he planning on buying it and holding it? That's also going to affect how much he's willing to pay.
Right. 90% unfair? No. I mean, that's fair. I mean, the guy
I think it's fair.
ain't totally
He's
ripping it.
asking if it's he was asking what exactly was the statement?
What do you mean?
Is it fair for the LCS to pay 90%? I think it's fair.
I
That's
think it
the
is
information.
fair. I mean, just because I don't pay it, I pay more. Don't mean nothing. You got to remember, he's selling it to somebody. He could be selling it to me.
He
He
could
might
be
not
holding
be
it.
connected with the founder companies direct, and that's what he's got to do.
Coin Curious is asking, what do you mean suppressed? I think he's referring to the silver price market. What do you think, bro?
By
What do we mean when we say the silver market is suppressed?
In other words, it is really lower than what it should be. It's been suppressed for so long that hopefully we see a breakout. You know, if you look at gold today, how many different highs it had in the last 3 to 4 months only is crazy.
Running out
Where
of water,
silver,
man.
we haven't had a high since 2011. And there is gold being pushed too high? No, it's not. It's been held back itself. And silver's being held back.
The
And we
biggest
are
problem
using silver in a lot more stuff today than what we was 20 years ago.
that is the biggest problem with silver is it's used so much in industry. If the silver price was to go up substantially, that's going to make even cell phones are already ridiculously priced. It's going to make other things go up. So a lot of people like JP Morgan and
Are
several
trying to keep
other
it suppressed, yes.
they are trying to keep it suppressed. And that's what we mean. It's undervalued. Okay, and Big Chop says being held back on its true value. And he also said up here, Lisa Anderson, been a subscriber for a while, just never. Yeah, I've seen some of Big Chop's comments. He has been subscribed for a while. I mean, guys, we do have 21,000 subscribers, over 21. So there may be people pop up in the lives here and there that you don't normally see. It's because it's a matter of, people got lives, they got to live. So they can't always make them all. Who are the newer private bullion brands that you know of, and what do you think of that business model? Have you ever thought of starting your own company like that? Fabrication company, I have thought about it, fabricating bullion, but it takes a lot of money to start. You got to buy the equipment.
We are here at Mid America. We are looking to start building a building, start doing it ourselves. We are dealing with a lot of different companies right now, and it's time we started up our own.
Well, yeah, because you can buy a huge chunk of silver and you can melt it and press it, and or you could even buy different stuff and put your own designs on them. That makes a lot
We
of
got a
sense.
company that just went out of business that offered me some of their machinery. So
That makes a lot of sense to do something like that. So, guys, where we at? Had some questions, man. Have you ever heard of Norfed made fakes? That is why local coin shop owner thought I had us to set story straight. Norfed, I don't know if I've ever heard of. I'm all right. Let me rephrase that. Counterfeiters will counterfeit anything. I've never heard of any Norfed made fakes. That's why the local coin shop owner thought I had to set the story straight. I don't know. Have you ever heard of any Norfed made fakes?
no, not really. But have I seen other companies where I never heard of them either, and then they brought them in, and I tested them, and found out they were fake? Yes. Here's the problem: we got different countries over there making copies of our stuff. We won't mention any certain companies, and they get them back over here, and they start selling them. We have a deal going on right now, investigation, because a certain dealer knew he was selling fake coins and he just kept doing it even after he was told they were fake. So therefore, he intentionally sold that stuff as fakes, knowing it was fakes, which is against the law, guys. So don't do that. There's a lot of stuff going on right now to scam you out of your money, so be careful. Go ahead, Keith.
Oh, I was texting. Sorry, I do that sometimes, right? Do you think new bullion buyers should get their own Sigma machine? Probably not. Just buy it
If
from.
if your LCS has one, ask them
Just
to
use
test.
theirs.
I let people bring stuff in that they bought even offline just to make sure, or went to an auction and bought it. I do it for free for them. We do, because they are kind of expensive. As long as you got it good by bringing it there, why waste the money? Put it in silver.
Coin crew, you ready for me to bring in some more silver? Yeah, bring it in. I'll be here
Oh, wait a
tomorrow.
minute. I need you to detour and come down to Oklahoma and bring me some.
I'll be at the shop tomorrow. The rest of the week, I'll be out. So if you want to sell it to me, come tomorrow. If you want to sell it
If
to
not,
everybody else,
drive
come
on
another
down
day.
to
We can
drive on
figure it out.
down to Oklahoma. We'll buy it on any day.
Yeah, for some reason tonight I am like extra thirsty. I have a feeling I'm going to be. Yeah, well, my water was full, and it's like we've been here 30 minutes. My cup's empty. It's like wow.
Mine's still full. It tastes pretty good.
Does Mike own one of those Nilton XL2 Gold XRF yellow guns to test gold content and silver content? Them things are expensive. They're like
I do
$25,000.
not. I got a different type of tester.
Those things are
The
expensive.
thing is with them, they got newer ones out now that's better than them yet, and they still really expensive.
Different wearer blow. He says, perfect. Sucks to sell, but got to do it. Guys, that is one of the reasons we buy silver is because it preserves our wealth. It helps us out of jams when we need it. Like I said, my current car, I use silver and gold to buy. I bought a rental house many years ago. I use silver and gold to buy it. So that's just what we do over time. We collect it and collect it and collect it. We don't really miss the amount of money. I mean, we kind of do, but if we've collected it over years, we could accumulate $10,000 or $20,000 worth of silver, and it's there if something comes up. A lot of people say it takes money to make money. Well, if you're collecting silver or gold and a super deal on something comes along that you need, even if you have to lose a little bit on the silver, you're better off, especially if you would have paid 2 or 3 times the price for that. And here it is, Turban Wearers
Have your
Blow
silver and
again.
gold work for you.
Makes perfect savings account. And for those of you that tend to spend free-flowing cash in your pocket, it makes it a little bit harder to sell. And therefore, just like Turban Wearer Blows says, you can save your money that way. What was the nicest coin that came into the shop in the past 7 days for you both? Well, I don't know if it's come in the shop, but I do have a coin that came in, and it's going to be on the video tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. That's all I'm going to say. You can see it tomorrow. It's in my hand.
You know, if you guys send me some money, I'll tell you what coin it is.
Oh, that's wrong, bro.
It could be
Anyway,
a
the video's
penny.
coming out tomorrow
I
at 10
might
a.m.
ask for a lot, just a penny, and I'll tell you what it is. I'm going to sell this news cheap.
Not penny. Oh, talk about throwing a brother under the bus.
But guys, I haven't been in the shop in 7 days. But if you check out my video at the show, what I bought some really nice, neat stuff.
Oh, yeah, I like those lunar sets, bro.
Yeah, I
Shame.
bet you do.
Yeah, it's shame they're not mine.
They were yours. You sold them to me.
That's what I'm saying. It's a shame they're not mine. I was researching different bullion makers, and I found one that uses a RFID chip so that you could tap your phone to see if it's real or not. Do you think that's a good idea? I don't know. People having a chip in a piece of silver. I know what you're talking about. There's a little blue chip. I can't remember is the brand of it, but I know the silver. There's so many different brands out there.
Just remember, anytime you got a chip, it's trackable.
That's right.
Let's say this company that sold that to you got in trouble with the IRS and they wanted to track down all that silver. They know where you are at. They're coming to collect their
Here
silver.
we go. If the debt, here I'm off over here.
If the debt was not so high, U.S. dollar debt clock. Have my savings in silver, then trust things as
If the
they
debt was not so high, the U.S. debt clock, I'd rather have my savings in silver than trust things the way they are now. Oh yeah, you know that. Even if it
And
wasn't
that's why
high,
I do.
since
That's
it is
why
high, I definitely want it. Danny, $10 super chat. Boom! Thank you, my friend. Penny, for your thoughts. My thought, Dan, is I will hopefully see you this weekend in Carthage. Maybe we can get to meet each other person to person. So yeah, I think I had heard you say something about you might go. Would love to see you.
yeah, I think Danny will be there.
Oh, what do you do? Get a table?
He could have.
Oh, he ain't gonna tell us. Personal business. Either way, Dan, we will see you there again. Thank you.
Dan, I'm going to tell you,
super
Keith
chat, my
never
friend.
shares some super chats with me. I'm going to let you know that. He
Oh,
always
that's
tells
wrong.
me he's
Hey,
too.
I
He always
I
tells
do
me he's
more.
too poor.
I do more than share them super chats with you. I sell you coins here and there. You get a lot more than them super chats.
Yeah, I know.
Discounts
And then he
them
rakes me
coins.
over to Coles.
Oh yeah, I hear you.
Him and Silver
Yeah.
was raking me over to Coles this weekend. I'm telling you.
Lee Hale, hello there, Army and John. He goes, you will, LOL. What up, everyone? To right now, this very moment, RLC, I would have to say the ceiling.
Oh, I thought you was going to say the lights.
Well, they're kind of up over to the side.
Oh, okay.
Big Silver Wolf, how are you, my friend? Hello. The one and only OG himself, Just Don. Love seeing the brotherly love. Hello, everyone. You know, he a long time ago, Don here, he made me an intro video. I liked it, but for some reason I never used it. Then I changed my logo. I still got it somewhere. And I hooked him up a little bit for it, but thank you, Don, for that. And I am sorry I never used it. I just
Don, you ain't never done nothing like that for me, buddy.
He's a good guy. He's a really good guy. Look at that. I still use a rainbow turd sticker from 3 years ago to show mirrors on my Morgan photos on eBay. Oh, yeah. We used to have these rainbow, like turd stickers or like kind of holographic, so to speak. And when you would show a Morgan silver dollar, you could actually see the color of the sticker in the Morgan. It makes great for videos. I don't know why Miss Coin Crew don't have any of those right now. Just saying. What's up, JJ? Okay, so what do you think of digital currency? Says Jackknife. I guess that's cryptocurrencies. Yeah, he comes down here and says crypto. What do you think of crypto? The stuff you can't see or touch that doesn't make any service or business or product? What do you think
Oh,
about
I
it?
think my little brother knows what I think about it. So
Well, my thoughts on crypto, you can make money, but it's not for me. I like to invest money into things I can touch. And if I can't touch it and I'm investing money in it, it has to be providing a service or a product of some type. It just cannot be thin air, cannot be based on just the supply and demand of I want this, and there's just nothing there.
I mean, I do have some cryptocurrency guys, but I prefer physical. I prefer to hold on to, touch it, feel it, see it.
Yeah,
I
and
like to
with
be able
and
to walk in my vault and say, "Hey, wait a minute, I want to look at an ounce of gold," and to pick it up and look at it and say, "That's mine. Put it back."
yeah, and I know you cannot touch stocks, but the difference with a stock versus a cryptocurrency, the stock is of a company that is creating a service or a product. So therefore, I am buying a piece, even though it's a minute piece. There might be 20 billion shares out there. That means if I own one share, I own 1/20th billionth of that company.
Now,
And
I did buy something in that video. I don't know if you guys seen that 1 ounce gold coin in my video. I don't know if you caught that. I actually got a Doji 1 ounce gold coin,
so you got a
cryptocurrency
physical
gold.
crypto.
I will show that up next time I try to come up on here. Next Tuesday, guys, I can't promise I'll be up here. But we decided to keep that coin. My wife and I liked it so much. So
Don
we have
says
crypto gold now.
Don says almost all transaction are digital now, credit cards, apps, etc., which is true. But all of those companies, even though you're not touching money, like PayPal is providing a service, a platform for trading
But
currencies.
but on that credit card, if you ever go to like any of the other bullion companies and go on there, and us included, there's a credit card fee on there. Or you pay with cash or check.
Yeah, because there's a process they charge us to accept money.
There is a process they charge us. That's why we
Digital
charge
double
it.
die. 949, $5 late fee, and I'm paying it. Well, dude, thank you so much. Guys, your super chats are greatly appreciated. They do help the channel out. Um, and I'm able to buy equipment with it and so forth and so on. And it also helps me make a living because, you know me, I'm not as rich as this guy over here. He got all the money compared to me. But thank you
I
so much.
spent it all this weekend. You guys all took advantage of me, everybody.
Yeah, I had to go. I had to go take advantage of his money. Mike, did you sell the Engelhart? Says 949s. Isn't that one of the newer ones? I seen that video. That looks like a newer Engelhart. Company brought didn't a company buy the brand name?
That is a newer Engelhart bar, yes.
So
But I
they
still
are.
got it. I still got it.
He still got it. 949.
I actually got a whole bunch of the old pour bars if we can get Shard to let get loose of them.
And for those of you that give me super chats, thank you because Angel likes nice stuff. She definitely likes nice stuff, says the Don. And then Big Greg says, Mike,
I'm
you got
just,
$1 for that silver Engelhart.
you know, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send Angel one of them big turds for her nice stuff that she could set it on.
Is that what you're going to do?
But I'm not going to have it all the fancy colors on there. We're just going to put one gray color. Then she can put it on her car and run around with it.
I was sitting here looking at the StreamYards and I forgot to like and heart Dan Ings comment or super chat $10 just did it. And also I just did 949. Sorry about that, guys. I do really appreciate
You see how he appreciates it. He waits to send it. He wanted to make sure the money cleared first.
it. Dude, that money doesn't clear for 30 days. What is it, November? It'll clear December 21st. We get paid the 21st of every month from Google.
And that's when you'll send back your comments of a thank you.
I just did it. I just gave him the heart but seriously, I don't think we covered the topic enough. I really did want to dive into the topic of is silver a good buy. You're going to hear it over and over again. I mean, it's just something that's just going to keep on being thrown at you because it is a good buy. Don't get frustrated if you run into a financial hiccup in life and have to sell your silver. Don't think, oh, I lost money on it. Because, yeah, you lost money on it if you had to sell it for less than you paid for it. But if you continue to buy it, it's just like stocks in the sense it will add up over time and eventually it will turn around for you.
Excuse
So
me.
don't get frustrated if you've lost money because of something that happened in your life. But remember, if you hadn't had it, would you have even had the money to help you get out of that financial hiccup? In most cases, the answer would be no. Most
The
people would have
other
simply
thing
answered
that
no.
they got to remember, silver and gold really is like cash because it's so easy to liquidate. You know, you got a car, you got to wait for that guy to come over and buy it. Okay, or you got some old clothes or something. Well, you got to see a yard show up, and hopefully somebody comes by and buy it. You got an ounce of silver, you can walk into that guy's shop, any shop you want, and they're gonna buy it. Ain't gonna be no
Well,
question.
JJ, because you're good like that. He's like, why is my check the same as Floyd's? It's because you're good like that. Speaking about Floyd, thank you for mentioning him, JJ. We are going to be live Friday morning, the 13th, with Floyd. I'm going to go live around 10 a.m. So be ready if you guys like Floyd. You want to come in and make some comments, ask them some questions. Now, I'm going to throw you under the bus right here. When I get super chats with Floyd, I give him a share in product for the super chats.
That is messed up. That is messed up.
I'm
Guys,
just saying.
when I
Hey,
do videos with him, I get nothing. Nothing. All I get is a phone call later. Hey, I'm coming down to see you. Oh, by the way, I got some scrap gold or I got some or silver for
isn't
you.
that
What are
seriously?
you
Isn't
paying
that
me?
paying him?
And he says,
Isn't
what
that
are you
paying him
paying me?
by
And he
selling?
usually always goes, that ain't enough. Can you give me a little bit more?
But it's paying you if I pay you something or sell you something that you can make money on. So yeah,
Well, I'm going to tell you, them sets I didn't buy from you, I ain't made no money on them because I lost them.
I'm sorry, guys. I'll bring down more sets to Carthage if you guys are interested. I have the other ones because I had I had 10 sets, different ones, series 2, and I still got 8. What are the pros and cons of buying bullion bars versus rounds? Which do you like better? Well, 1 ounce bars, a lot of times you can find what they call art bars, vintage art bars. So those are always better. And you get them with the design. People tend to collect them more, and wouldn't you say, Mike? The
Well,
bars.
yeah. And speaking of art bars, guys, this year at Tulsa, for the very first time again, we got something new coming in. We have the Art Bar Coin Club from Florida coming to the Tulsa Coin Show. Not only to set up, but they're going to have a meeting and they're looking for new members if you want to join.
Yeah, there is such a club. That's right. But I don't know why there are vintage rounds out there too, but there are more vintage bars. So a lot of times people like to buy them when they're different and vintage looking, even if they're new. Just the way it is. How do you keep track of the dollar cost average of your purchase? Excel sheet? AP? What?
We just answered it. Put it right on an Excel sheet.
Not me. I buy silver for one price and I sell it for less, and I hope to make it up in value. That's kind of how we do it. It just averages out, and yeah, we keep track of it via bookkeeping.
On our collector stuff, we actually tag it with stickers, but we also do have it on a sheet so we know what we got.
How do I get in touch with Mike? Says 949. What's your phone number, Mike?
Area code 918-787-2646 spells coin. Mid-America Coins at
918-787. There it is. Mike's number. That's his office number. You can also call me, and I can get you his address, his email, whatever you want. Is your email listed on your page? On your
YouTube
page, the about page. Let's check it out and see. Okay, so we are going to my channel first because that's the quickest way I can find him. I go down to sub to these great channels, Mr. Coin Crew, Mid America Coins second. Hit that button there. YouTube.com. View email address. Yes. So if you go to Mike's channel, which comes up periodically in the chat, you can get his email address just by clicking. We are a family-owned and operated local coin store right there on his channel page. And you will get his info right there.
Yeah, and if you want, just send me an
13th
email.
is a Wednesday.
I can answer my emails even at home.
What do you mean the 13th is a Wednesday? Did I say that wrong? Hold on a minute.
You said Friday the 13th. That's why I was getting worried.
Okay, my bad. Friday the 16th. 15th.
15th, yes.
15th. Friday the 15th. Don't pay attention to what I said earlier. Thank you against an army.
But yeah, because I was going to be late. I was going to be late for the coin show if that was the case.
You see how he did that? He put questions right in front of it, so I would purposely pull it up. Are you familiar with UPMA and their Goldbacks leasing program? Santana Coin and Gem Shop. Thank you for the comment. The word Goldbacks makes me say I don't want anything to do with it because we've had Goldbacks. It's too hard to get the gold out of there. I don't recommend it as a viable stacking method. That's just my thoughts. However, if you get the bigger ones you are able to retrieve that. But no, UPMA I'm not familiar with.
I always get emails from the company that actually makes the go backs. They've been trying to get me to handle their product. Just because of that reason, I don't feel like you guys will be getting your money's worth, so I don't really handle them.
Okay, not bars versus rounds versus coins. I like coins. I'm a coin collector. Bullion market has overtaken the coin collecting market, but when I collect coins, I do like to collect coins with some silver or gold in them. So I forgot exactly what your question is, but I prefer coins over rounds. What about you, bro?
Well, it's just like the new coin they brought out, the new flowing hair dollar. It's not going to be a bullion coin. We're still stacking one. We stack one every year.
Okay, here's Turbine wearers blow. No tears here. Glad I have it for backup. Referring to the silver he's going to be selling me.
Keeper had that box of hankies sitting on his counter when you come in, though.
I do got some hankies.
That's what I figured.
Well, you know why I got them, don't you? When I'm crying having to sell my gold to pay the bills. And 1974 A&A Florida silver bar is my favorite from the Miami show. Oh, wow. And there's Mike's number for those of you who want to his coin shop. Mix up silver, bullion, and numismatics, and it's a win-win. Correct, Lee Hale. We try to do that when I stack gold and silver, and you can ask Mike, I try to put a little bit better stuff there, or collectible stuff. Like you're going to put back the flowing hair gold coin.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, NGC is actually going to wheel mine over to me. I don't even have to walk their table to get mine. Mine will be certified. We're putting a 70 back for sure.
Okay, Mrs. Coin Crew, you are watching. We need a command that says call Mike. There you go. Explanation point, call Mike. We're going to have to get that for you, bro.
All right.
That way people can just type it in the chat. Hey, everyone. Hard to chat on mobile. Mud Swat, hello. Thanks for being here. Happy birthday, Mud Swat. Look at that, Mrs. Coin Crew says.
Well, how old are you? 16?
JJ
Just
says
turned 16, Mud?
You're older and a year wiser. Will bullion keep its value?
Keep it value over
It's not
time.
there. It's throwing me off. Will
Yes.
art bullion keep a value over time like reckless bullion from the internet? I'm not sure what he means. Art bullion bars do keep their value over time. When silver goes down, they do tend to hold their value.
Guys, there's going to be over 50, 60 of the art bullion guys there because they're coming to have their meeting there also. And they're going to be buying your art bars for money. I mean, good money. So
Lee Hale is asking, anyone going to the Whitman show in Baltimore, Mike?
you did not even hear me. That's where I got to pick my phone hairs up. Yes, I will be there. I'll be right next to the U.S. Mint.
Okay, and Don is making a good point here. He says when spot goes low, numismatics, coins, start to matter again. So, guys, what I tend to do a lot right now with bullion being where it is, I try to stack Morgans, certified Morgans, because they're affordable. There are other things to stack as well, but yeah, they'll start mattering if spot goes down. How much would it cost to send my Libertad to get it graded? Says Juan. If you have one, it's more expensive than having 100. Ask Mike.
Yes. So, and it really depends on the year, too.
He's probably got the 93, them awesome looking. Or no, I just cracked a row of 82s. Did you get one, Juan? I sold them off. Man, they're all beautiful. What is it cost if you are only sending one coin off to get graded?
Well, with insurance and everything, you're looking at $40 to $45, probably.
Yeah. And then you're shipping out too. You got the cost of grading, the paperwork fee, and the return shipping. So you have to pay return shipping.
You got to remember, NGC will offer you to insure it yourself. But just remember, when it leaves their facility, if it comes up missing, it's gone.
You could be looking out $100 out of your pocket if you send a single coin in. However, like he's saying, $40. If you send a bunch of coins in, yeah, that's all it's going to cost you. The more coins in a submission will bring down the cost average per coin, just like buying silver or anything else.
Did you guys see my Libertad video? Anybody see that one with the nice error that I got?
From me, yeah.
It came out of the Keith's collection. Did he sell me the right row or what? Actually, it wasn't him. He sold it to my other little brother. My other little brother sold it to me.
Which was my big brother.
His big brother.
I'm the youngest.
I'm the oldest. But yeah.
Do we all think the gold flowing hair will sell out? Secondly, has the mint priced out the small guy?
No, I don't think they priced out the small guy at all.
They did last year for me. You know, and that's really funny. They priced me out last year on the Buffalo at $31.40, right?
Don't you wish you would have bought them?
This year, they're not pricing me out on the flowing hair at about $37. How does that work? I don't know. It's my mantra. Buy high, sell for less.
Just no, remember, I don't think guys, the difference between the Buffalo, they make that every year.
Someone who wants it
one time. It ain't something they're going to keep making.
If you really want something.
And it is a high relief on top of it, guys.
If you really want something and you've been buying for a while, you can always trade stuff off to get the money to buy the item.
And guys, if you come by my table, you might be able to buy a 70 for me because I'm going to have some at my table.
Do you guys think the peak dollar 21 to 35 is undervalued in today's numismatic market? Yeah. What do you think, bro? Is the peace dollar undervalued?
I think so.
Tom says Mike may have some.
Mike will have some.
Sean Davies, what's up, my friend? What is the mood at the show regarding the election? Were folks optimistic, worried, or just there for the coins? Well, you set up there. I was there at the show that we just had in the CoinX show. He's asking, were people worried about the election at the show, or were they buying and selling?
Well, guys, once again, watch my video and you will see. They were buying and selling. I think more they seen me as a target and sold more than they bought from me.
I don't think I was there for a whole day on Thursday. I didn't get a lot of vibes about political awareness or nothing. It was just
They
people
weren't
trying to make a dollar.
they
People
weren't
trying
worried
to
about actually we didn't talk
get
a
a
lot
deal.
about the political part. Everybody
That's
was
what I
talking
was.
about the new flowing air and everything else. I had people pre-ordering them because we're one of them that works direct with this mint on these.
Don says, Mike, I watched you try to get a privy. I was rooting for you. Next time.
Yeah, but on the box, after I got done, I read the box. It said 1 in 25. Ain't that coincidental? The mint only allowed me 20.
You know what's really funny about it? I got mine in a bubble pack, a little blister bubble mailer envelope. And Mrs. Coin Crew got hers in a box. We're like, oh. And I said, make a video. It could be a privy. She made a video. It wasn't no privy. Wasn't a privy at all. Any thoughts on CAC grading encapsulation service? I've been very happy with their fees and turnaround is and correct grading. I think they're a little hard on grading, Lee. I could be mistaken because I know a lot of people that are cracking out the CAC holders and sending them back to NGC and PCGS. I think what they're doing, and maybe you could correct me if I'm wrong, Mike. I think what CAC is doing, they're trying to grade like they're stickering, where only the top 25% get a sticker. I think they're saying, well, if it's not the top 25%, we're going to give it a grade lower. I think that could be happening. I could be wrong, but I think they're being excessively hard on some of the lower quality MS63 coins.
Well, I really, and me, myself, and there's other people out there feel this way. I think they should be ranked at the same level as NGC and PCGS. I don't think that because their holders are made with their sticker already in it. I mean, I think they're doing their own grading, therefore they should be held the same way.
Okay, Mike, this is a very important question coming up next. Inquiring minds want to know, you going to be giving any discounts to subscribers at the Baltimore show?
I always give discounts out to my people.
Even if you're not a subscriber, he'll give a discount. But they want to know, are you going to give extra discounts to subscribers?
Well, we got to see when you described.
He'll figure something out, is what he's saying. He'll make you happy.
The boss is going to be with me. That's all I'm going to say.
I do hope we answered everybody's questions that we could get to. And if we missed you, we're sorry. We are here every Tuesday at 7:30 Eastern time. We are here on Sundays with an auction. I do have a video coming out tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. about a cool coin that I bought. That's all I really want to say. It's kind of harder to find. So you're definitely going to want to check it out. Mike, do you, in closing, because it's been about an hour, do you have anything you want to say?
Yeah, guys, I would love if any of you guys haven't checked out my video today, go check it out. I did a video today. I released one, and we got some really neat stuff in it. Some of you guys seen it, some of you guys haven't. Check it out. Listen, guys, I will be in Baltimore. Come by and see me. I'm over there by the U.S. Mint. I got my table number. I don't know what it is at the office. But yeah, stop in and see me. And if you guys got any questions or any something special you want us to bring, just call my office. Tomorrow I'll be in. So yeah, guys, we on Thursday afternoon we close down. We will not reopen. until we get back from Baltimore. So we'll be closed until about the 20th.
So I want to say thank you to everybody for hanging out with us. It's been a really great. We do try to keep these shows down to around an hour. Most of the time, we usually go over, but I think we're not too far over this time. Check out the video tomorrow morning. Check out Mike's channel if you haven't already checked it out. It comes up periodically in the stream. And if you're going to be in the Joplin, Missouri area this weekend, Thursday and Friday, public is welcome into Carthage, Missouri Coin Show. You can go to your what is it? The website for that.
Mid America Coins at live.com. Check it out. Free to get in as usual. Like I told you, when I put on a show, it's always going to be free.
So if you had any questions, you can tomorrow you can call his shop, my shop, and we'll get it all filled out for you. I had a flyer Mrs. Coin Crew brought in from the car before we close out. Do you know where that's at, Mrs. Coin Crew? And I think it was info about that show. I'm not sure. I don't remember what the flyer said. So maybe I could hear her running. I don't know. It looks like I'm going to miss it. But I do thank everybody for being here so much.
We'll show it on Sunday's auction if you want.
Well, the show.
Or no, it'll be too late. It'll be too late. Never mind, guys.
Anyway, Carthage, Missouri. Check it out. Coinzip.com.
Go to coinzip.com. Yeah. Go to Gracie. Go. We advertised it. Go to CBS News in Joplin.
There you go.
There too.
Guys, as always, thanks for hanging out. We enjoyed it. We thank you for your super chats. We thank you for your likes. We thank you for your shares. And we thank you for being you. And I wouldn't be here without you. So have a great night, everybody. And do come back tomorrow morning. Watch my video. Sunday at the auction, Mysterious Lots. Go pick up some stuff from the show. And we'll see you then.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for being here, Mike. Bye.
No problem.